and I am so proud of everyone out here. Even if you weren't able to get a ribbon today, your hard work and dedication has paid off. I know some of the animals weren't as cooperative today, and I tried to take that into consideration for you, but I am proud of every one of you. You all are winners. But today we started out with the flashy painting first. She caught my eye coming into the ring. She was on the entire time. Every time I looked at this animal, she had him set up. She had him square. She was on. She knew where I was, and she had control of the ring, and I really appreciate that. It was keeping her animal on and more forward moving that put her over our second place animal. You are a great showman, and I loved everything you're doing with your animal. Your animal's just a little bit slow on you. So it was just that fine tuning that I had to do. That's really what put her over you today, is your animal was just tired and sleepy and a little bit slower. But you did a really great job keeping her square and straight, and it's working on those straight lines that really put you the advantage over Appaloosa today. You did a very nice job showing her. She's another one that is a little bit harder to show, doesn't show themselves as well as much. You had to work a little bit at that, and I appreciate that you did that, and you did a fine job showing them. It was keeping your animal square that placed you over our brown animal. You did a fine job presenting your animal today, and I really appreciate all of you that came out and you had well control over your animal. That's what put you over our white Surrey. I know you had a bit of a struggle today, and I really appreciated that you had a very hard time with that animal, but you did not give up. You didn't lose your patience, and you did a fine job showing him. If he was more cooperative, you probably would have been able to go higher in the class today. Thank you very much for bringing all your animals out.
Got our top 6 results here, and you're all winners, but we only have 6 ribbons. So in 6th place, number 225, LUA Bravado's All-Star, Leah Marsteller, Absolutely Alpacas and Llamas. Our 5th place, number 281, Hard Rock's Pure Pride, Addison Laux, Pleasant Valley Llamas. Our 4th place, number 363, Black Eyed Susie, Amy Smith. Our 3rd place, number 142, Mystic, Katie Barden. In 2nd place, number 345, Carlson's Lovable Fawn, Carlson's Lovable Llamas, Ava Nelson Kamar. And our 1st place, winner of our class of Youth Showmanship Intermediate, number 145, Ptolemus, Maddie Lane.
Okay, and we are back. We're going to go ahead and thank a few more sponsors. These are our silver sponsors. Kay Berg in memory of Norrisburg. Joe, Stephanie, and Grayson Keller, Lakeside Llamas. Paquette Family, Lazy P Ranch.
All visitors voting for best of People's Choice. People's Choice Award is going on right now. You have a little card in your packet. I guess you drop that in next to your choice. So please go over and vote. Check out the entries that are over there where the fleece area is. So please go over there and vote for your People's Choice. And we'll have those results sometime today. So please get over there and vote right away. We should appreciate that.
Okay, and we're going to go ahead and continue with our bronze sponsors. We have Jay, Katie, Ellie, and Macy Burdine, Kernstock Creek Llamas. Benjamin and Shauna Carruthers, Crooked Pine Llama Farm. Chris, Vanessa, and Emily Carter, Craven Llamas. Tabitha Hobald McGee, Long Island Yarn and Farm. Mike and Jean Homschild, Flint Run Valley Farms. Kathy Kindler, Moose Hill Llamas. Carol Ray, Buck Hollow Llamas. Bill and Margot Schultz, Marble Llamas. Will and Sherry Tallman, Hidden Oak Llama Ranch. And Dan Whitaker, Dawn to Dusk Llamas. I am joined again with Nick Hopley, and he is going to go over some more showmanship tips and tricks for our exhibitors, and then anyone who would like to learn more about llama showmanship. So, Nick, what do you have for us?
Hi, Lisa. Thanks for having me again. We've got our juniors in one of our rings over here, and then in the opposite ring, we have our senior showmanship. Just wanted to talk a little bit about what showmanship is. I know a lot of the people are watching are probably looking at these guys, and there's kind of a surface view where you're seeing these kids dressed up to the nines. They're looking really fancy. They've got their llamas cleaned up and bathed. They've got a really nice matching halter set, and people might think, oh, this whole class is just about walking your llamas around in a circle, giving that judge a big smile and standing up really nice and pretty, but it's so much more than that. These kids have a lot of, and adults, these showmen have a lot of work that goes into these classes, and the evaluation is so much more intense than just looking nice and having your llamas clean, which is, of course, a basic expectation. The exhibitors in these classes need to make sure that their llamas are set up square underneath of themselves, that they are giving the judge the best view of the conformation that they can. And during that time of keeping them set up, they've got to keep their animals totally in control and stay out of the line of sight of the judge. When we do that, we teach the kids quadrants. So when the judge is on the front side of the exhibitor, they're on the opposite side to always keep that line of sight open. And when the judge is behind them, they stand on the same side as the judge so that they're in view of the judge, but the entire llama is as well. They need to keep their animals totally under control during this time. They're trying to keep their llamas extended, up and fancy. They want to catch the eye of everybody. They're showing the judge not only that they can manage the llama, that they can manage these big livestock, but also that they have a relationship and really good rapport with their partners. The judge is really looking for a partnership between these two. They're looking for fluid movement. They're looking for control. When one foot steps out of place, they want to see those kids or adults, the showman, move them back in really slightly. They don't want to draw a lot of attention to themselves. We're looking for when they walk to and away from the judge that they're giving them straight lines. You know, these showmanship classes really emulate a halter class. We're trying to mimic that in certain ways. And so we want to see the kids or the adults, the showman, walk straight towards the judge. We want to see them walk straight away. We want to make sure that the exhibitors are providing ample spacing. That's not just when they're stacked up next to their exhibitors, in relation to other llamas, but when they're walking around the ring, we want to make sure that they're taking advantage of all the space that the ring has to offer. This is our national show, and so there are so many entries. I mean, they are just about to bust out of these rings, and we want to make sure that the top showmen are taking advantage of every inch to get their llamas seen, both in movement and when they're stopped. The last thing that we really look for in here that I'm sure that you're seeing on camera is a one-on-one interview with the judge. When the judge does this, they're oftentimes touching the llama, seeing how well they handle, how well the handler responds to that. And then they also ask them some type of a question. When they ask these questions, they're not necessarily looking for a right answer. They'll sometimes ask about llama anatomy, about llama showmanship questions, halter ring questions. But what they're looking for is that the exhibitor has a good relationship and can speak fluently back and forth and represent the industry, the animal, and their showmanship abilities.
Yeah, that is great information, and I think that it's good to kind of show, this with the llamas and our national show and other livestock. It's really honestly the same thing that every judge is looking for in livestock. It's just a matter of how we present it, and there's just a few differences, and once you know how to show them, you can do this, do others, and as you know, I would say probably more than half of our exhibitors here do show other livestock as well. So it's kind of one of those things where if you can do one, you can do the other.
Yep.
Yeah, perfect. Well, we're going to go ahead and do a few more sponsors just to get those in. Our supporting sponsors today, we have Hamilton County Llamas, Jeff, Julie, Adam, Sam, and Derek Hendrickson of Addie's Humming Llamas, Jason, Chris, Tile, and Addie Koloff of Tidy Acre Farms, Penny Loggy of Hum Hum and Away, Merle and Tammy Mann, Luminary Minis, Jason and Kelsey Matthew, Sanity's Edge, and Lynn, Laura, and Rachel Meany, Two Sisters Animals.
peers. We're going to call you out in a little bit different order. First place first. So please come out and line up. Our first place is number 143, Zinnia's Double Fire, Emily Barden. Our second place, number 259, Rector's Zephyr, Rustic Hill Farm, Carissa Gerwig. In third, number 210, Rocket Man, RTC, Ella White. Our fourth place, number 275, Sabines Cole, Cassandra Williams. Our fifth place, number 224, LUA Barados, Victory, Emma Marsteller. And sixth place, number 103, ALCL Blue Moon, Allie Justice.
This is our class of senior showmen today. Please give everybody in this ring a round of applause because, wow. This class really came down, I mean, it's super deep. When I started to think my placings, it's like I could have easily worked my way down into 12, 13, 14 places and still had a kid that could compete just about anywhere and do a rock star job. So you guys, this is an awesome group. And as I worked my way through the class today, the thing that really started setting my placings apart was, yes, we're paying attention to feet and we want our feet in a box, but not necessarily that our feet are where they should be. So if we're looking at if we're looking at our animals and we're showing our llamas, it's great that all of our toes line up and we're in a great little square, but if those back feet should be 6 or 8 inches further back in order to give that llama the best presentation, that's the showman. That's the one that, okay, they moved, I noticed, I reset them. We're working around the ring, and my llama's a little bit slower. I cut that corner. We're working around the ring, and my llama's too fast. So I'm going to go really deep into that corner. All those things that keep our llamas moving at their best pace, keep their feet where they are to give me the best look of that animal today. And guys, this is a great, great group. So congratulations to everyone here that showed. Congratulations and thank you.
Thank you, seniors.